Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Reading of Reality, where we choose reading of reality any day of the week. I'm your hostess with the mostest. My name is Nikeria. You can call me Nike. And we're back at it again with the white vans. Today's video is going to be my fall TBR. Y'all, it's fall, baby. I don't care what the government say. Fall started September 1st for me, at least. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might be waiting till the end of the month, baby. It's fall already for me. As you can see, it says it's fall, y'all, on my pajamas of the episode. Yeah, these pajamas are from Amazon. They're cute. They're fall themed. They're giving all the cute fall colors. But yeah, today's video is going to be my fall TBR. I'm going to show you all the books that are on my radar for fall. I really don't follow a TBR too heavily, but I am trying to read through my entire physical TBR. Not the entire thing by the end of the year, but at least half of it by the end of the year. So these are going to be the books that are on my physical TBR that are on my radar, because I am on a book buying ban till the end of the year. Anyways, now if you have watched any of my videos, any of my hauls, my TBRs, you will know I am a mood reader, and I also am a blind reader. I do not like to go into the book knowing much about the book, so I won't be sharing too many details about the books, because some of these I don't even remember what they were about. I remember I liked them enough to buy them, and I bought them. So like I said, I'm just showing y'all the books that are on my radar that I know that I can get through by the end of the year. First, we're going to start with Powerless by Lauren Roberts. If you know, you know. This has been on the fantasy side of Booktube, Booktok, everything for the last like year and a half, 2 years now. It's a fantasy, and that's all I really got to tell you. I know a novella just came out, as well as the second book in the series, and I have been putting this off. I was supposed to read this last year, but I didn't get to it last fall/winter. Once spring and summer came around, I was really not in a fantasy mood, but I'm getting back into that mood. So I'm so excited to finally get into this. This is highly recommended by pretty much everybody that has read it. So this was like, I know this in 2023, this was competing for the top spot, fantasy spot, with Fourth Wing. Because you know, Fourth Wing came on the scene and went crazy, and this was another one, as well as Divine Rivals, that was all like fighting for that top fantasy spot. So I'm super excited to get into Powerless. Next, we have That Self-Same Metal by Brittany N. Williams that I'm excited to get into. I don't remember much about what this one was about. I know it's YA, and I know it has some type of Shakespeare themes in it. Shakespeare something is in it. That is like the only thing I remember about this book from when I read the synopsis when I bought it. I'm not into Shakespeare like that, but I do know that when I read If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, and it had a heavy Shakespeare theme in it, I loved it. And I know Shakespeare is very messy in a very poetic way. So if you want some poetic mess, you gotta go with Shakespeare. So I know this has some Shakespeare themes in it. That's why I'm excited to get it. And then the book just gives fall. Like the colors, the vibes, it just gives fall. Plus it's fantasy as well. Fantasy gives fall as well. So come on now, like this matches the outfit low-key. Fall, period. The next book on my TBR is The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. This has been on my radar for at least a year now. I love V.E. Schwab, as well as, what is this? A Darker Shade of Magic, the trilogy. This is like a spin-off to that. So it involves the main female character from that trilogy, but as well as different characters, and it's not involving that storyline from that trilogy. I love that trilogy, and I love V.E. Schwab, so this has been on my radar for a while. I just have been procrastinating reading it, and it finally just came on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty sure it has not been on there for the past year, because I would have read it by now. I definitely will be reading it on KU. It's about 3 females from all the different Londons. The main female character from the original trilogy is in here, as well as 2 new characters, and they all have to like come together to do something. I don't know. We'll find out when we read it. This has been on my radar for a long time, and I'm excited to finally get this off my physical TBR. Next, we have another fantasy, The Poisons We Drink by Bethany Baptiste. I know this is a revenge story about a girl. Her mother passes away somehow. Someone kills her, something like that. And she gets revenge because she is like into creating poisons and potions and stuff like that. And it also has something to do with her having to raise her younger sister or something like that. Or maybe she's the younger sister. I don't know. I just love the cover of this. And it's fantasy. Fantasy gives fall. It's beautiful. I've been wanting to read it for a while. I bought it and then got into the wrong season where I wasn't feeling fantasy. And now we're here. Yeah. Can't tell you much else about this. But yeah, this is on my radar for fall. This next book is a part of a trilogy. I just grabbed the first book because I didn't feel the need to grab the entire trilogy to show y'all. But Caraval has also been on my radar since last fall/winter, so about a year now, year plus. Like I said, I didn't get to it last winter/fall, and when spring and summer came around, I wasn't feeling it anymore. This series is highly recommended by pretty much anybody on the fantasy side of the reading community, book community. So I feel like this is kind of self-explanatory. I know it's some type of games where every year or every so often a group of people are competing in a competition to win a prize. But I'm pretty sure this competition, the main character, her sister, ends up getting kidnapped, and everyone has to find her in order to receive the prize. So, I think, don't quote me. I hate to be telling y'all the wrong thing. But I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. But yeah, I'm so excited to go ahead and get this off my TBR, as well as probably the second connected series, the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, which is kind of involving characters from this series. I don't know too much about that one, but I don't have it right now, so we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, Caraval is on my radar, as well as Legendary and Finale. And I'm pretty sure there's a fourth book coming out by the end of the year or sometime next year. So I want to hurry up and go ahead and get those off my TBR so that I can read the fourth book as well with everybody else. Don't you hate when a new book is coming out, but it's a part of the series that you haven't read the series yet, and everybody else has read the book and they're talking about the new release, but you can't read it with everybody else because you haven't read the rest of the series yet, and you have to wait till later on till you get time to get through the series, and then nobody's talking about the book anymore. So it's like you can't have conversations with everybody else about the book. Yeah, I hate that too. Next, y'all. Baby, this brick has been on my radar for a year plus now as well. A lot of these books, it's a thing going, as you can see. There's a lot of fantasy. Been on my TBR for a long time now, on my radar for a long time, and I just haven't gotten to it. So I'm trying to get to them this fall/winter. Priory of the Orange Tree, and I've said this in every video I've talked about this book. I've read the back of this book at least like 10 times, and I cannot tell you what this book is about. I know they got kings, queens, and dragons. Other than that, I have no idea what this book is about. I remember I liked it when I read the synopsis the first time or the first 10 times, but I have since forgotten. So I want to go ahead and get this as well as the second book, Day of Fallen Night, off of my TBR. I did buy these on my Kindle. There is no way I will be reading these books physically. I just won't do it. I just can't. I won't. I'm not. Next, we have The House of Eve by Miss Sadiqa Johnson. Sadiqa Johnson has been on my radar for a while as well, but I've been wanting to read Yellow Wife by her. I heard that is really good, but since I have not gotten that book yet, I decided to go ahead and try this book out by her. I have also heard a lot about this book, and again, I cannot tell you what this book is about. I can tell you. It's definitely giving fall vibes in my opinion. Like the colors, the vibes, all of it just gives fall. So next, I'm finally going to get into S.A. Cosby. I will be starting with Blacktop Wasteland. I did not realize a lot of his books are on Kindle Unlimited, so I really could have been gotten into him. I have other books by him I want to read first, like Razorblade Tears, as well as another one, but I know this was one of his top books, and it's on my physical TBR, so I definitely want to get this off of my physical TBR by the end of the year. So this is also on my fall TBR radar. I don't know what this one is about actually, and I don't want to know until I read it. This one I also don't remember what it's about. The Other Princess, a novel of Queen Victoria's goddaughter by Denise Bryce. It's a historical fiction. But yeah, I remember reading it. Something about black princesses, and I just, come on now, black princesses, be so serious. Had to get it. But again, the vibes are just giving fall, like, and I don't know why. For some reason, to me, historical fiction kind of gives fall. History gives, like, especially black American history gives, like, not even just black American, but just black people's history in general, just gives dark, gloomy, fall, winterish weather to me. Fall specifically, actually. So, I don't know. When I think about black history and just historical fiction in general, I don't get happy spring, summer vibes. I get fall vibes specifically. Specifically fall vibes from historical fiction, specifically black American or just African black historical fiction. So, on my fall TBR radar. Lastly, take my hand and come on now, just look at it. If that don't say fall, I don't know what to do. This is by Dolan Perkins Valdez. I'm pretty sure this is another historical fiction taking place in Montgomery, Alabama. Again, civil rights, all that stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the one about her not wanting to give black kids or black teens, black people, black women, an experimental birth control because she knows it's not good for them. Again, this just gives fall. Dark, gloomy, not the most happy-go-lucky. That was the last book on my fall TBR radar. Let me know what books y'all plan to read for the fall. Are y'all getting into fantasy? Y'all getting into historical fiction? Do you agree that historical fiction, especially black historical fiction, gives fall vibes? Like in the summer, like I'm happy reading all the lovey-dovey, happy beach reads. I don't want to read historical fiction in the summer or spring, like, and then I don't think it gives winter vibes either. I feel like it's perfect for fall. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. But that's just the vibes I get from it. Are y'all reading any of these books or have you read any of these books? Comment down below. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more videos. Thank you. Bye.